Yo, dude, have you seen Link? Have you seen Link?
Come on, man.
Oh, we're going to everybody's favorite stage, Omega Palutena's Temple. This actually is low-key one of my favorite Omegas. I don't know why I said low-key.
Yeah, but I don't like the song, though. Destroyed Skyworld is the go-to for the stage. Has to be.
Which one is it? Well, I'm not going to ask you to sing it, but
yeah.
I know it if I heard it. This is
All
actually
right.
where I do most of my playing in training mode for FD stuff, but who cares?
John with the oh, jeez.
So Rory, just consider this a test of your of your casting skills. If you can stay interested in this and engage the viewers, you will succeed as a caster.
I could if I wanted to.
But you need to engage your Cassius first.
Yeah, I already lost interest. I'm sorry.
This man's playing with the Kindle in front of him. It's like, oh, this button's pretty.
You're
What does
lucky.
this do?
My Kindle is dead.
Is it?
Yeah, or I don't know. It's off. Like it's probably not dead. But yeah.
All right, John's in the lead. Sinji's.
All right, I'm gonna read chat. I'll be the chat guy.
Yeah. All right, so I'll commentate this. Ooh. All right. John's got the. Well, he had the fruit, which is something that no one else has been doing in Sinji. John is in the lead, and to be honest, he can just throw a whole bunch of stuff and gain some health back. That's the kid. Wow. All
right.
He didn't DI that well. He couldn't have. Or it might have been the deep breathing buff. I'm not sure, but
Could have been.
yeah. Anyway, I'm not really sure how Pac-Man, especially because of how numbers plays. Like I can see why Sinji just has a lot of
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
That was an interesting play from Sinji. If I've ever seen one.
You leaving us here? Sick. Oh my god. What time is it anyway? 9 o'clock? Alright. So I dread that this set is gonna be done till like 9:20. That's what I'm worried about.
That's what it usually is. Well, at least it's a best of 3.
Yeah.
At least there was definitely at least once when it was a best of 5.
Yeah, but what if it goes to game 3?
Yeah, that's still a long time.
Uh-oh. All right, he got the percent. Never mind, because Sun Salutation takes away 2%. This is amazing. This is actually amazing. Numbers is probably furious. Looking at his face, he looks a little distressed. All right, he got the fruit. He's probably going to try and run away.
Ooh, all right.
That was interesting pressure.
There's a lot of things flying around in this matchup.
Yeah. I really like that, though. He had, through the projectile of the Sun Salutation and the water had shot him forward. All right. Wow, this really is dreadful. That's interesting. He threw it at the shield and like bounced backwards and landed right in front of him. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of everything flying around.
There are so many like nuances to, you know, as much crap as we talk about, the matchup. There are a whole bunch of nuances that go between them. You know, Sinji may be, 0-50 against John.
It's
1 and 50.
It's always close though.
But
yeah. And there's always stuff like that.
He just has to understand that when John has something to charge, you can't run up on him. And that's the thing too about the matchup. Pac-Man can't do anything.
Yeah,
as a character, you can't grab him. You can't,
It's funny that the character with much fewer projectiles can still outcamp Pac-Man,
because it's just more meaningful. Like if you think about it, the options. Like the options that Wii Fit Trainer has available when Sun Salutation is charged versus Pac-Man, he has to set up to really have anything meaningful. John can just sit in charge.
And he shoots it, it'll just kill. It's probably a stronger kill move than Key, maybe. At least with deep breathing.
Why Omega Riley?
I don't know. It is a great stage. A friend of mine always picks this, so I've grown to like it.
I will say this though, at least Sinji didn't, you know, become dejected and try to pick a secondary. He's sticking with it. So I'm assuming he took the set before with Pac-Man. That's my
I'm
guess.
assuming the same. I've seen him what, like he has a Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Not sure what else, but you know, he's gonna be using Pac-Man.
Yeah. Another thing to note is that, you know, by nature, both Sinji and John numbers find themselves in the corner a lot.
Yeah.
Because of how they tend to set up. So it's really just a shift in stage control when it comes to these two players. Just how you saw John kind of walked up to Sinji and he just got a forward tilt off because Sinji decided to roll instead of trying to fight his way out of the corner, which is, you know, you should never roll against John because that's just a forward tilt waiting to happen. That's just the general rule of fighting John, you know.
Their matchups, I feel like if you slowed everything down and like really thought about everything that goes into their heads on everything, it'd be really fascinating. Because they have to think about so much, you know. It's not just their characters and the spacing of their moves, but all of these projectiles and items that can be manipulated in many different ways.
And see, here's the issue too. John kind of has a pretty sizable lead, in my opinion, because unless Sinji gets some sort of bell kill, he's not really killing John anytime soon. You know, excuse me.
And there's the bell.
And
John tried to power shield it even, but...
Ooh, he tried to pick it up again. Up smash.
Oh! John in Sinji's head right
always
now.
ready.
Great spacing on the background, managing to hit John as he does his push-ups.
See, now, John's always, you know, taking the fruit. Anytime he blocks it, he's taking it, throwing it away, you know. And as I said before...
Oh, didn't
nice
catch that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, but every other Sinji match we've seen, players weren't really picking up the fruit, you know, doing something with it. Well, I mean, he did play against a lot of DK, so that's just
true.
You can't do too much in that matchup, but in general, if you ever find yourself playing against a Pac-Man player, you gotta know, you know, what
oh, okay. That's not the first time I've seen that happen, but it's always hype.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you spiked me into my trap.
Yeah, you gotta use his items against him. You have to have enough knowledge, you know. There are a lot of times you can say no one ever plays Pac-Man, so why am I worried? But in New York, you at least have to be prepared.
Oh,
because you have no choice.
Be.
Yeah, because you don't want to get ran through by Sinji. You don't. It's embarrassing, to say the least. Sinji is an amazing player, but just not having that knowledge is just, you know.
Sinji is really scary when you're in disadvantage and he has something in his hand and a hydrant right below him.
Because you don't know. You don't know what he's going for.
He's going for something, and it's going to be a lot of things coming right at you, and you can't shield when you're in the air.
Like, unless you study his matches, you're not going to know. Now, John has a, what is that,
a great use of that cross-up air
lead?
dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, slight lead. Definitely taking Sinji to kill percent pretty soon.
Ooh, that was smart.
All right, ballsy play, and
Ooh.
takes advantage of the water to get a little more out of that. The funniest thing is when the Pac-Man's SD, because they up B when their water is coming out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've seen that happen a few times, but I don't think Sinji's ever made that mistake, at least not that I've seen.
Not on stream, at least.
All right, John keeping the bell. See if, okay, and just shoots him right out of the sky. And that's going to be the set.
All right, and John numbers makes that probably 1 in 30-something.
Any chance I could get off? Or?
Nice. All right.
Fun off, guys. It's been a pleasure commentating with you, my friend.
Hey guys, Devin3000 here. As we're transferring our casters, be sure to remember to follow us on the House of 3000 on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Those videos go up all the time. You know the spiel. And yeah, definitely try and maybe subscribe to us so we can get more emotes. That whole new emote system is coming out, so every little bit helps. We should be getting up a little bit more, so I'm looking forward to it. We also have this weekend coming up is Xeno Saga. Xenosaga 8. It's been a while. It's been like a month and a half. So it's back. And this time it's on Smash GG. Smash.gg/Xenosaga 8. So definitely come check it out. And yeah, we'll have a lot of good times, a lot of good fun. And now, if Sage could put on his headset. Austin, talk to me. There he is. Beautiful.
I love